Like, you literally just freaking had me crisscross a freaking pretzel and nutted to me, but
she's exposing the position.
I don't think this love for me. I don't think you the one for me.
I'm not sure if you guys are tapped in with the streamer drama, the streamer news, whatever you want to call it. At this moment, they are alleging, and when I say they, I mean the internet, are alleging that DukeDennis has 8 children. Crazy number, right? Absolutely crazy number. So we're gonna watch this video real quick called "Everyone Turned on DukeDennis" by Novly, my favorite creator because I get to watch Astrobot. Let's get into it.
Out of nowhere, it seems like everybody has turned on DukeDennis, and if somebody is changing up on a content creator, you would hope it would be for a good reason. They must have done something terrible. But for Duke, it's because he was hiding his kids from the internet, saying that he doesn't have any and making blatant statements trying to protect the identities of not only his kids but some of his baby mamas. That was unacceptable.
He doesn't need to tell anybody any of his business though. That's what I'm not understanding. He doesn't need to tell anybody that he has any children, any baby any baby mamas. He doesn't have to do that. Now, if he's not helping with like financial support, then that's a whole separate issue. But at the end of the day, a streamer or content creator trying to protect their family from the internet is not wrong, because the internet is just a disgusting place. People are very rude. People have parasocial relationships and think that they're in a relationship with DukeDennis when you're not. And then those people go and start cursing out the baby moms. He has no reason to tell anybody on the internet that he has a child if he does not feel like telling people that he has a child.
Acceptable for some people, as they had to expose the fact that he does have kids, along with the identities of some of his baby mamas, even them coming out themselves talking about the situation. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, so let's start from the very beginning with how this all started in the first place.
We go through the same every single year. The same bullshit come up, and I would tell y'all the same thing once again that I told y'all last time. It is none of your business. If I wanted to include y'all in my business, I would. You know what I'm saying?
For anyone who doesn't know who DukeDennis is, he is a former YouTuber who got big off playing the game 2K and is now a streamer who was also a part of the group AMP. He has been very successful in both of those regards.
I feel like so many creators have gotten big just off of 2K, and I can't understand why, because Splash. But that's about the only one that I know from 2K.
AMP, along with streaming and YouTube in general. Unfortunately for him, popularity comes at a cost, and for him it's baby mama drama, where recently a bunch of people have been coming out on TikTok not only exposing Duke, but specifically some people who said they got pregnant by him are going out and talking about why they are upset at the fact that he is not only not doing anything for them, but he is also just a bad person all around.
not who y'all think he is, y'all. He's a freaking liar. He's not celibate. He be freaking on little girls. He's a freaking weirdo. And I really did try to spare you. If you wouldn't have clipped it up after you apologized and begged for an apology and me to unblock you in that bowling alley, 4 months later, when I blocked you and didn't speak to you and wasn't not gonna speak to you ever again, and then you told me, it's like, oh, I'll give it to you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can you give me a hug, please? We could be cool, but not like that. All right, bet. Run me my money, though. You must not got it. I don't know. I don't think he got it, y'all. I truly don't. I think it's fake. I think he living off COD.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be a condensed version of her video.
Yo, I can't fully believe that video, bro. I don't know how to explain it. I can't believe that video, though. And the only reason that I'm saying that I can't believe it is because, like, DukeDennis, he got money. There's no way that you're gonna sit here and tell me that he don't got money. He lives up in that AMP house. He got his whole room renovated. He got another spot down in Carolina. There's no way that he don't got the money. And if he did have a kid, I would be truly surprised if he was not supporting the baby mama and the baby. I would be very, very surprised. Now, to go out and say that he be weird with little girls and everything like that, now you're just reaching. You're really, unless there's proof to that allegation, putting that out onto the internet is just kind of spiteful. It is very spiteful. Now, if you know him in real life, are a part of his life, the truth will come out. Like, there's validity that will pop out of nowhere, but just saying all that is crazy. Just because he has money doesn't mean he's gonna give it to her. That is true. That is very true. DukeDennis as a person, I feel like he would take care of who he has to take care of. He just seems like a stand-up type of guy.
Yo, because the actual one she posted on TikTok was 5 minutes long, and we're not going through all of that. In all honesty, in this first part, not only claiming that he apparently likes little girls is messed up in a really serious accusation, and then in that same vein, a little bit later, talking about how you want your money for him, which I'm gonna dive into what money she's talking about specifically a little bit later. It just does not paint you in a good light play at all. You just seem like a clout chaser who wants some money from DukeDennis. And what makes it all that?
That's one of the reasons that I said what I said. In the same vein, talk about some money that he owes her, but you just brought up the fact that he be weird with kids. What do the two correlate? How do the two correlate? At all. You just threw that in there. I just personally feel like those are two different conversations to be had. Everyone can seem stand up while the camera is rolling though, bro. Behind the camera is where true people come out. That's true. Let's see what he has to say.
Even worse is her reasoning for posting this video in the first place. Well, it was apparently because a clip on his YouTube channel was going crazy viral and a lot of people were sending it to her.
So where else am I supposed to go?
Wait, is that her? Wait, hold on.
Now, I need to put on my detective glasses here because I really am trying to see it from her POV. I like seeing things from both sides, but I really don't grasp how this clip in any way, shape, or form can make anybody upset. Maybe I am missing something. I have to be, because it just didn't make any real sense for her to come out and make this video exposing DukeDennis and her saying the catalyst was that clip right there.
I feel like she would be upset about the clip because it's kind of embarrassing her. I think she said, "Where am I going?" And then he said, "Home." Then she looked at the camera and then it cut off. So I feel like it might be an embarrassing clip for her. Like, oh, look, you got dubbed by DukeDennis. I don't know.
Overall, in her first points in the video, she is just explaining that he apparently is not the person that we think he is. He's actually a bad person. He be doing bad things all the time, and she is just one case example. And that Duke is just a person who continuously does this a lot, even being so bad as to get her pregnant and tell her to not get an aberration.
I was pregnant in December, y'all, and the only thing that went home was that baby. He didn't give me a single dollar. Cool, great, you know, I got it. I ain't tripping about it, but it's yours. It was yours. Told me to keep my baby, and I promise you, after this, I wish you would get on here and tell me that you didn't tell me to keep my baby, but told me to keep my baby, would not pay for it, and every time I text him for something else, instant response. But when I asked you for that money, or when I bring up the no response. You're a weirdo. You have like a breeding kink. You have so many babies and baby mothers that you don't take care of. You're a deadbeat. But okay.
Those are pretty big claims. I mean, Duke does get exposed every other month for apparently having a bunch of baby mamas. He's not new to any of this type of drama, and it's actually a continuous thing that happens so often that you can find so many clips on Twitter, YouTube, anywhere of him talking about the same situation over and over and over again. That's what a lot of people felt like this situation was until multiple people started coming out, her being one of them. But the biggest thing that people wanted from these situations, because a lot of them were just vagueless claims with no real evidence, was some sort of proof. And in her video, the proof that she decided to bring was actually text messages, receipts from DukeDennis.
Let me just insert a couple screenshots. This is when I first told him. Okay, great. So I send the thing, and he
wait, is she gonna read? We'll see if she reads
at this point, we just need to stop freaking with each other because I don't want to have your kid. Okay, I said I was gonna stop messing with you anyways. Like, it's no point, y'all. I promise you, it's no point. It's no point.
All right, I'm gonna read it because I don't think that she's going to. At this point, we just need to stop effing with each other. That's what Duke said. Not gonna lie, you laughing and I was dead ass finna stop effing with you anyways. So that's cool. You paying for everything though. LOL, right, but bet. Yeah, right. I ain't finna keep fucking with somebody who keep giving me shit. I don't want and act how you do. On top, don't do none for me. It's no point. I don't know why I just had a difficult time reading that. My bad.
It's no point. Don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off, please.
No cap and more, but that's my fault for still effing with you this long, and I never even said none for real about all the weird shit you do, cause not like you care, so it's no point. But just had to say what I wanted to say, so that's perfectly fine. I'll keep you updated. Duke says, I just thought we enjoyed each other's presence, but you right, everything comes to an end at some point. She said we enjoyed them for different reasons. He said, nah, they was for the same.
Don't piss me off. Whatever, you got it. Send my flight. Send me the money. Anyways, then he just started trolling y'all. Like, he did not want to give me the money for this. Like,
how you want me to send it? Apple Pay. Never responded. You clearly don't want to send it, so I guess we keeping it. Ma'am, I'ma send it. Yeah, because being the 9th BM is crazy. Laugh my ass off, bro.
Like, you literally just freaking had me crisscross a freaking pretzel and nutted to me, but now you don't want to send me the money.
Yo! She's exposing the positions? She's exposing the positions. Nah, bro. Nah.
I'm just so confused. Like, was never sent. Kept on, oh, I'll just bring it to you in person. I'll bring it to you in person. The frick? You don't got Apple Pay, Cash App, Zelle? Said I'm not being the 9th baby mama. It's crazy. When I went to my procedure, y'all, I sent it. Nothing. Time I didn't see it, I'll send it to you. Still to this day, not $1. And then after he begged, like, and apologized to me when we seen each other out, randomly, and then he just being weird and messy, and then this is when he invited me to the bowling alley, y'all. So this is me clearing it up, y'all. That clip pissed me off, and yeah, he be lying. He got
flipped up hella weirdo. LOL, as far as the heart my editor just go through and like the first few comments. And what you mean clipped up, right? And clipped up as in like, you ain't asked me where I'm finna go, then I said go home, like where else am I gonna go? I tell them to make it fast paced. I haven't watched it.
Like 80,000 kids in.
I have them take it out, whatever. Okay, so you know what? This might actually be DukeDennis, bro. This might actually be DukeDennis, but that's like absolutely crazy to me.
Don't take care of them. You don't even see them.
Before I say what I'm about to say, I want y'all to know I do not want to promote people being deadbeat fathers. I don't want people to have a child and not be in their kids' lives at all. That is definitely a bad thing and nothing that anybody should do. Now, with that being said, she sat here and showed all of these screenshots. If this is the case and this is true, all this proves is that DukeDennis is a bad person who disrespected you. But in reality, that does not change a lot for anybody. He is a bad person. And what? That might seem messed up to say, but in reality, people were watching DukeDennis for entertainment. After he turns that camera off, turns that stream off, after that YouTube video ends, what he does in his personal life actually does not matter to the majority of his audience. They will literally not care. And all this shows is that she is someone that got played and then proceeded to still talk to DukeDennis, because those first screenshots after the whole plane incident, after the apparition incident, were before she actually had that clip that she talked about she didn't like. She continued to still go out and meet with him and do a YouTube video with him even after all that stuff happened. So it's hard for a lot of people to be on her side. After this TikTok went pretty viral, DukeDennis will end up going live and talking about the situation, not her specifically, but just the overall situation and people claiming he has baby mothers.
I don't completely agree with what Novly says, and the only reason that I say that is because like, if you are a father, you should be in the kid's life, and if you're not in the kid's life, you should at least be providing money for that kid to survive. I'm a kid of divorce, so I understand how it feels to not have both parents near you, and it is pretty traumatizing. It is a traumatizing situation. I feel like if everything was true that's coming out, it would have already came out. And obviously, yes, Duke has gone through these allegations before of having children. They've always disappeared somehow. When he does shut off the live stream and then he goes about his life and he does whatever he's gonna do, if that's how he carries himself, then that's how he carries himself. Is it 100% right if it is true? No. He would need to come out and defend himself. I'm talking so slow because I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this, but like, he has to defend himself. With all the live streams that I've seen, like little itty bitty clips of his live streams, it's like he's just allowing people to run in circles and theorize on what's going on and everything like that. With information like this coming out about you, I feel like you need to kind of put yourself out there and be like, no, this isn't true if it's not true. And if it is true, then just, I don't even know what you do at that point. You kind of just deal with DukeDennis's audience wouldn't cut him off. They wouldn't just stop watching him. A lot of people would talk shit about him, but I don't think that everybody would just stop watching him. It's not gonna happen.
Run with a narrative that's just 100% not true. I'm only gonna say a few things and then I'm off this motherfucker until I start talking about the pool party and shit. But anyways, listen, bro, I done told y'all over and over again, just like the 4th year in a row, I done told y'all that like, it's certain parts of my life that I just don't want to share with y'all, all right? I'm never, ever going to post my family, all right? That includes everybody except for my brother, probably. My brother is the only person in my family that I will post. Anybody else, I'm not posting them. So I'm sorry if you feel obligated or entitled to like be a part of, you know what I'm saying, my life in that way. But I've been decided a long time ago that I would never like post my family in that way. And everything that y'all doing right now is like proving me right.
Proving him right. What could people possibly be doing that would cause him to not want to post his family at all? I mean, I know the internet is full of weirdos, but there's no way there's anybody.
Bro, what? He is a star, pretty much. He is kind of a celebrity. Not in the sense of, oh, a movie celebrity, a rapper. He is very well known, though. People are weird. He is an influencer. People are weird. So he has no obligation to post his family if he does not want to post his family. Just like Agent doesn't have an obligation, Kai doesn't have an obligation, I don't have an obligation. Nobody has an obligation to post their family in order to keep them safe type shit.
I mean, I know the internet is full of weirdos, but there's no way there's anybody doing anything that weird until you probably hopped on Twitter yesterday, where you had a whole thread of somebody posting not only DukeDennis's kids, but also pictures of him from a baby shower picture with one of his baby mamas. And you would be wondering, on God's green earth, why would you decide to post something like that, make a whole thread about it just because he went on live and said that he is not posting any of them and that he's not going to talk about his family at all? I honestly couldn't give you the answer for that. I don't know. I don't understand it. But a lot of people on Twitter were looking at these clips, looking at the situation, and actually did an entire deep dive finding one of his baby mama's Facebooks where she had posted pictures of their baby shower where DukeDennis was there holding their kid, having pictures with her, which I will not show. But I do not want a lot of y'all to go out there and find them. They are on Twitter if you truly want to know.
Wait. Isn't the thumbnail of this video? The thumbnail of this video is exactly that. What the fuck are you talking about, Novly? I fuck with Novly's videos, but this shit don't make no sense. Everybody, oh my god. I literally just opened up YouTube. This is the first thing that I see, dude. It's right here and it's right here. Yeah, bro. I want to see how he's gonna respond to all this because this is just not a good situation for him at all.
But not only was there pictures there, but there was actually a video of his baby mama talking about this situation.
That shit hurts my feelings and it hurts my heart. You have not seen your child in 7.5 months, but you in every bitch face. You is downtown every fucking time you home making special motherfucking appearances. We live down the street. Like, you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. For real. I'm not even being funny. And it's really not even bashing a nigga. It is what it is. It's just the truth. I can't tell it no different. The moment I realized it was fuck me, it's fuck you. You gotta know it's fuck you.
Not good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. I can't help but feel bad for everybody in this situation because one, the woman and the baby mamas, however you want to say, I feel bad for them because they didn't need their information to be put out there to the point that they are the thumbnails of people's YouTube videos. I am not going to use that picture as the thumbnail of this video because I feel like that is just crossing a boundary. As me about to be a father, I couldn't even think about not being around my daughter and my wife. But there's a difference. My daughter and my wife. She's not my baby mama's. She is my wife. But I could not in a million years imagine myself being away from my daughter. Obviously, I know that Duke lives inside of the AMP house and he lives far away, whatever the case is. On all these allegations, dude, it's too heavy. It's too heavy to ignore. It's too heavy to just let them keep on stacking it over and over and over. You just gonna have to come out and just tell the world what it is. I do hope that all of this is false though.
You gotta know it's fuck you.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm glossing over the big point that a lot of them are making. The fact that he's a deadbeat father and he continuously does this to multiple women. That is a bad thing, especially in the position that DukeDennis is in. He is able to be in a child's life and not only care for them, but care for them extravagantly. He makes enough money to be able to do that, and he has a lucrative job like YouTube and streaming where he is able to take time off and not really see an overall negative to be in a child's life. That is something he should be doing. If this is all real and all of these claims are factual, then he should definitely make some objective to be in these children's lives in some way, shape, or form. Now, my issue with all of this, the fact that people are bringing this to the internet, is if the internet can do anything about that. Why are you saying all of this on the internet instead of going through the means to make sure you can get at least some type of financial care from him or talk to him personally in some way? Because we've seen this time and time again where people bring issues like this to the internet that should be personal and nothing truly happens. People just get bashed on both sides, and then after a week, everybody forgets about the entire situation like it never even happened. And it becomes pretty apparent once you hear DukeDennis's response to this, because he doesn't point out a specific baby mama, he doesn't point out a specific person, he just talks pretty broadly and does accept the fact that he does have children, and the reason for how the internet has been acting about it is why he kept them private.
But you know, unfortunately, that option has been taken away from me at this point. It's been taken away from me at this point because y'all keep harassing the mother of my kids and, you know, being very, very weird. And this is exactly what I wanted to protect them from all along. Yeah, this whole time.
He's already getting crazy chats. I'm seeing deadbeat Duke. I'm saying you're cooked with heart eyes and shit.
Y'all been, you know what I'm saying, trying to dig into like part of my life that y'all was never invited in, like from jump. But now that like it's affecting like, you know what I'm saying, they well-being and like they getting like threats and like being called names and shit. That was my like main priority from jump. Just
this whole situation just shows how weird people can be when they're trying to pry into lives that are not theirs. It would be one thing if you were just pulling up responses from baby mamas and having them post it on their accounts and then you reposting it somewhere else. That would be a whole different situation. I only showed you 2 different responses, and he is claimed to have 9 different children. So where are these other baby mamas coming from? Well, they're coming from people going on Facebook, searching up DukeDennis, searching up Dennis, and try to find them themselves.
Bro, this is the problem with the internet. Why are you doing that? Everything's going to come out. You guys just don't have any patience. And the thing is, like, y'all are trying to cause more of an uproar because you want clicks. You want likes.
People are still actively being weird, even though some people want to be like, well, they were posted a response, we just reposted it somewhere else. That's one person. What about the other people you are talking about? You're going out of your way to try and pry into this man's life so you can find people that he slept with and had kids with. Do you not feel weird doing any of that? Like, genuinely, does that not get odd at a certain point? And the reality of the situation is, yes, you might be able to find these people and expose DukeDennis for being a bad father, but this also opens the opportunity for people that are odd and weird to try and gain clout off of it.
Yes, people keep asking me, am I one of
Titan,
DukeDennis'
I'm okay
baby
with
mamas?
that.
Yes, I am.
Oh my God, no, she's not. No, she's not, bro.
Shit, since everything's coming to light, yes, I'm one of them. It's crazy because it's like, I want to be known for me, being me, but not having a kid with DukeDennis. Like, that's just...
Chat, she's trolling right now. Chat, she's trolling right now. I want y'all to know that.
But you know what's fucked up is that a lot of people will see this. They won't see the clip of Duke talking about it. And even though some of the people will see the clip of Duke talking about it, they won't believe him because he's already hidden it for so long.
I know she's trolling right now, but nobody, it's gonna be somebody out here right now that actually thinks she's dead ass serious.
In this clip, Duke says the person that he's talking about right here is trolling. But what happens when somebody comes out and isn't trolling? He tries to claim to be another one, a 5th one, a 6th one, a 10th one, an 11th one, a 20th one. It just gets worse and worse the more you try to pry into somebody's life that they don't want you to pry in. And it's overall weird that a lot of people are too invested in this and they feel comfortable posting whole screenshots on Twitter of deep dives they've done on Facebook or other platforms to try and find baby mamas from DukeDennis.
And I know how they look, bro. I know exactly how those people look. They straight up look like this. All right, guys, today on DukeDennis Searching 101, we were able to find out that DukeDennis's 5th baby mama is right here. Her name is Karen Shaw. Karen Shaw, like, bro, shut up, bro. You don't know anything about this dude's life, bro. If he is a deadbeat father, that's a shame because he has the financial resources to actually pull through and raise his children. Obviously, with his job and how he goes about his job, he might not be able to be there at that very moment. But you have the time once a month to go see your kid. You have the money to go send the baby mama. You have that. And that's a responsibility as a father. That's how I view it. Every child needs a father.
It's honestly sad to see this situation unfold in real time. I don't want to have to open up Twitter and see a whole nother thread of another possible baby mama of DukeDennis because a random person went on Facebook, typed in DukeDennis or typed in Dennis and is now posting entire threads of him with his family. That's not something you should feel comfortable doing, and that's not something you should ever feel like you need to post just because somebody denies having kids and you so bad want to prove that they are lying. You don't need to do that, and I hope anybody that has done that decides to change the way that they think. But at the end of the day, that's just how I feel.
All right, I mean, shout out Novly. This one was not fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This was a reaction video I really didn't like. If you liked the video and you liked what I had to say about it, leave a like, I guess. But it's crazy that this is the stuff that's coming out about him, but it is what it is.
I don't think this love for me. I don't think you the one for me. I don't think you see me when you fucking up all in your dream. I don't think you got trust for me. Just ain't what I see.